This is unusual now. Normally the conversations aren't recorded.
No, thank God.
We'll do our best. I suppose first thing I wanted to ask you then is just thinking back to how close Galway got the last couple of goals at winning the All-Ireland and so close last year, under what we'll call now as the old rules. And then fast forward a couple of months, last October, November, you're pulling your backroom team together and you're starting with a blank page. What was involved in that?
Well, first of all, was trying to get the motivation to go back after losing the final last year, which again, I met the players probably 4 weeks after the final. It was disappointing not to win it. We gave a good account with a great year overall, but it's really hard to get to a final and to lose it is so disappointing. You just unfortunately football is our world, and your world nearly ends and you don't win it, and you're not good to be around for a few weeks after that. But to get back then and the new game in, they had to get new coaches involved. So look, we came back on this, I think it was the 7th of December, we came back training. So we're not in bad shape. Like then you have to go and coach a new game, and you're wondering what's the best way to go about that. How do you approach it? What way do you do it? So I think with Division 1 this year has been brilliant for us. It's been a really competitive division. No team can say, and they knew before the games that they're going to win this game or win that game. So the way it turned out, the top team goes through with 9 points and the team will get in 7. So that'll tell you how tight the division was. But some great learners in it, and it's looking like the championship's for me is going to be brilliant. I think the faster ground, all that kind of stuff, a bit more tactical stuff will come into it. But I think you're going to see far more better pace, more kicking. And I think it's going to be a wide open championship.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. And something that was mentioned, I heard Davy Burke, our common manager, saying that he'd love another couple of subs.
That's something we look for during the league. We're allowed 5 subs. If we get 6, we're great. Maybe 7. Because you're talking 11 lads anyways, and what's the point talking them if you can't use them? Some people look for the whole lot to be used, but that could be too much chaos. But definitely another 1 or 2 wouldn't go astray, because the middle 8 now, say your number 5 to number 12, have serious work to do there, serious running. You can see the GPSs, they're doing an extra 2 and 3k a match. So that leads to obviously muscle fatigue and injuries and all that kind of stuff. So definitely, you need to be making 4 or 5 year subs in the middle 8, so we definitely could do another one or 2, definitely. Yeah.
And I suppose that leads into that, the bigger, the stronger squad that you have, the more lads that you got league game time into, and you did, those lads are going to be called upon as the season rolls on.
100%, yeah, and that's why now squads, we're carrying 40 at the minute, which is needed, because again you've 7 league games, you might have 8 to get to a final, and you'll have 8 or 9 championship games if you're going to win it out. That's 15, 16 games in 24 weeks. No one is going to sustain playing all them games. I know we had Johnny McGrath and Sean Fitzgerald play them all last year, but you have to have probably 2 now for every position and rotate them around. We get a bit like the Premiership teams trying to rotate squads, but it's when you rotate them, how you play them, but it's what games are important to try and win. And even now, looking forward in Championship, we're going to have hopefully 7 or 8 or 9 Championship games. So is our main guys, our injury guys, going to play all them games? Probably not. So you have to pick and choose to try and manage them, even in games, how much they play and what to get away with. But again, Championship is different, because there's a safety of the back door there as such, but you want to try and win your provincial championship and get through that and go in as one of the favourites for the knockout stages. You
said it, you love winning the Connacht Championship.
We do. Again, I think the Connacht Championship is really competitive. It's ran really, really well, and I know we've won the last 3, and can we win a 4th? Yeah, we're trying really hard to win it, and we will try hard. Like last year, we were blessed to get out of Sligo with winning the game. So I think our province is very competitive. I think it's a football and competitive province as well. So looking forward to it, yeah. We are trying to win it, yeah.
And New York, it's a special fixture. I know in your first year it didn't happen due to COVID. You're there 5 years later. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to it, yeah. We got called off, I think, in 2020. Yeah, we're looking forward to going that time. But the world had other ideas that time. But yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously, it's a huge weekend for supporters and for all that kind of stuff. But people might say, we should win the game comfortably and this kind of stuff. But we don't see it that way. We'll give it full attention. There's a lot of stuff going on away from the game, but our focus, unfortunately, has to be at the 3 o'clock over there on the match, and we'll hopefully enjoy ourselves after the game. But again, we're going to one of the best cities in the world, so we'll be staying down the middle of it. Lads will enjoy it. They won't be with me the whole time, but they will behave themselves and mind themselves, no doubt. And we'll mix away with supporters. It is a nice time as well, and it's a good reward for players. I think that's training all year to get a trip away to New York, and we'll make the most of it. We'll use it as much as we can to our advantage. Of
course, and there's a huge Galway crowd going over as well, so it should be a really special occasion. Last question for you: have you kicked many 2 points?
Kicked a few in training, yeah. We'll be slagging the lads with having a few shots, a few nights with them, yeah. And even when you go up to away matches, you'll be just testing the wind out yourself, And then if I can do it, they should be able to do it,
They're still going over. Okay, Pádraic, thanks a million.
All right, cheers, Mikey.